Okay. I need to get this off my chest in a way that it's just me explaining what I'm thinking. So it's not a conversation. It's just me talking. And I hope you listen. So I'm making this video because I think this coronavirus is serious. I think it's serious in the way that it's going to create panic and it's going to cause the bubble in the stock market to crash, the one that I've been watching and paying attention to since I first went to Korea, when I realized, I don't know, I just realized some stuff with the gold markets, and I thought it was coming in 2008 and it didn't happen, but it just got worse. The bubble got bigger. How is that connected to the coronavirus? It's connected because when people start getting sick and they stop going to work everywhere, this virus is just going to spread and spread, because I think the people that are infected and get better and then get released, I think they're still carrying the virus and they're shedding the virus, kind of like herpes or something. I don't know. I don't even know if that's true, but I just saw that someone was cured, or they got better and they left and then they went home and they gave it to other people. If that's the case, until something happens, people are just going to keep getting sick and sick and sick. And every time they get sick, they're going to not show up to work. And they're not going to drive the food trucks. And they're not going to drive the gas trucks. And they're not going to, I don't know all the details. But I know that I know that this is real. And it's scary, and I don't know. I feel like God has been telling me and moving all the things in place to at least give me a chance to help my whole family. And so I don't really know what I'm saying or what it means or what we should do, but I have some ideas. And right now I'm trying to decide if I should just start going and spitballing the ideas, or if I need to think about them more, or if we have enough time to think about them more. I just feel like everything in me wants to just say, you're overreacting, you just gotta let this go, it's not that big of a deal. And then I look at the things that are really happening. What made me change my mind is when I posted them to Twitter. If you Google The Daily Show with Trevor Noah and you look at his 2 coronavirus videos, and then you go to the other, what's his name, that does Jay Leno's show, or the Colbert Report, Stephen Colbert. If you watch him, he's talking about it, and he's talking about how it's affecting the market, and it's too big. It has affected the market too much. And now even the mainstream people are talking about this coronavirus, and they're joking about it, and they're joking about a 3 or 4,000 point dip in the stock market and like a 16% dip in the NASDAQ. And they're joking about it, and it just reminds me of the movie The Big Short, when they're all laughing. The realtors are laughing about how they're selling the house loans to anybody. Doesn't matter what their credit is, doesn't matter anything. They're laughing about how they just, oh yeah, I got 5 houses and I don't work. It sounds just like that. They're joking about it, but it's at a national level, and people are laughing about it just like then. But they don't understand that the Fed has been pumping $300 billion a day to prop up the stock markets. And now they're going down. They're going down, and on top of that, this is why the coronavirus is scary, because either one by themselves we could handle, I think. The virus is not that bad. It doesn't kill many people that get it. But if you imagine a flu that lasts for 2 weeks, and then you can get it and then give it to your coworker, and then you both get better, and then you come back to work with that same coworker, both thinking you're both better, but the virus is mutated a little bit in her system. And so when you get around her, the strain that she had that mutated while it was in her body, you get that from her when you get back to work, and it causes you to get sick and be out of work for another 2 weeks. If that's what's happening, when does that stop? When does that end? I mean, it'll be until you get a vaccine, and then you throw in the vaccine, who knows? If it's 2 months, maybe. But I don't know of any other vaccine that's worked that fast, or that they've developed that fast. I mean, if it was just that easy that you could just guarantee they were going to make a vaccine because people needed it, then you got to ask yourself what happened with AIDS and hepatitis and herpes and, I mean, Jesus Christ. Cancer and, oh, but no, they're just going to, oh yeah, we're sure we can figure it. That's insanity that you're just guaranteeing this is going to, you're just going to, oh yeah, they'll make a vaccine for it. Oh my God. I hope so. I really do hope so. Because what I feel like is going to happen is we're going to feel the pain of not correcting the markets during the housing bubble. And propping it up on the dollar has committed the whole country, instead of just the big banks and their bad loans. We wrote the check. The American public, or our leaders, wrote the checks to kick that can down the road, and now we're at the end of the road. Now, I swear, I promise, I don't want that to happen. I don't want to be right. I don't want to be right. I hope I am wrong. So, But I'm telling this and I'm doing this because I don't think I am wrong. I think this is gonna be serious. So what am I thinking we should do? Yeah, maybe just me. I mean, if this sounds crazy, then let me be crazy by myself. If this doesn't make sense, if this doesn't make sense to you, let me be crazy by myself and limit the damage that I'm gonna do. But if this makes sense to you, then let me know and tell me what you think we should do. I think that's where I should end it, but because it's already on my mind, I'm just gonna spitball some of the ideas that I'm having. And these ideas are based on what I know and have heard about the Great Depression and the other. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And if that's the case, then I don't know enough about it to know what they had to do. And I don't know that it'll be that bad. I don't think it would, because there's just a lot of fertile land and people communicate with each other, and I think we can come together and help each other. But how bad it's going to get in between bad, 2008 crash didn't really affect a lot of us. I mean, it made certain things harder and more expensive, or it cost a lot of people a lot of money in their 401ks and their pensions and their houses values and stuff like that. But I don't know. I don't know from that bad to, I think it's definitely going to be worse than that. I think it's 100% going to be worse than that. Because I know that the banks have done the same thing that they did with the previous housing market bubble. They went right back to doing the same thing, and they created another bubble with more credit, cheap credit, and vehicle loans. Like, a new truck is a $80,000 loan, and they give it to anyone. We are so over leveraged in credit and debt to income ratio. That's coming. That is coming. The bills are coming, and they're gonna want them to be paid. So what happens when there's a run on the banks? I don't know. I don't know. This is insanity. This is crazy. But I feel moved, like hardcore moved. Like my ass is being pushed down the road, like I'm walking down this road right now. It is being pushed to say the things that I'm hesitant and struggling to say. So let's just go. Let's just get it over with. And if you don't want to hear it, just turn it off. If you listen to it and think I'm stupid, then just tell me. So, God. Okay, so the markets crash. Everyone is codependent on currencies being valuable and tradable. But if they are not, what do? I mean, food, water, shelter, communication, backups to the backups, backup plans to the backup plans. So, what do? Stay in Alabama, bunker down. Me and Mom have been busting our asses. I have been busting my ass. I mean, I've been pretty frantic about getting prepared all of a sudden, just out of nowhere. I mean, I don't remember me being like this 2 weeks ago. And I mean, I started, it was like I was inching closer, and this stuff is getting worse and worse. And it's like every time I take my foot off the gas pedal, every time I take my foot off the gas pedal, I get a kick in the ass that says, get more, do more, just get ready. Get ready. And you don't have to know. You don't have to figure out what's going to happen. You can see the signs that are telling you, get ready. Get as prepared as you can. And so that's what I'm thinking I need to do. So food, stock up. You know the drill. Non-perishables, stuff that lasts, stuff that's got, nutrition. Who's a car in the road? Stuff that's dense in nutrition, easy to transport and keep, and okay, we got it. If you don't have it, then let me know, and I'll get the information to you so you know what to get. I'll tell you or email you or something, and tell you what I'm doing and what I think you should be doing. Or I'll send you a video, a link or something. Okay, so food. Get some food. Get enough food. Stock up. Water. Why water? I don't know, because if power goes out, the water's going to stop running. Why would the power go out? If everybody's freaking sick and scared to leave their homes, people aren't going to drive the gas trucks. People aren't going to, right now I think they're going to do that for a while. They're going to mask up and they're going to, but if it just keeps spreading and spreading and spreading and the markets crash, I don't know. This is insane. So I think water, good to have some water. I was just at Sam's Club and I was getting cases for like $3, $3.50. So stock up on water. If you can get something that give you a little more, like a filtration system, I got one. You probably should too. What else? Shelter. What do you want to do? You want to shelter in place? You want to stay where you're at? Stock up there. Talk to somebody near you, a neighbor. This is advice from me. Mom gave it to me. My mom gave it to me. Just saying, hey, you need to talk to your friends, talk to your neighbors. And it's good advice. So, I mean, me personally, I want to be as close to my loved ones as I can. I want them to, be close enough for me to take care of them and protect them and provide for them. I we got to take care of each other. We got to look out for each other. What's more important than that? Nothing. So, shelter. Let's get together. Let's talk about that. I think maybe you can get a truck or a trailer and start filling it up with supplies so that if we need to leave, because, and you're maybe saying, why would we need to leave? Because if, well, I don't know if I should talk about what do we do if we need to leave, or if I should just go to the next thing, or just stay on, like, hey, let's focus on staying, sheltering in place, staying home and stocking up. And I think I've already done that, and that's why it's like, I think if I just plan to do it, and I think if you'll help me do it, then the means, how we do it, are going to just appear, and they're going to present themselves. They're going to be laid at our feet, because that has been happening to me over and over and over again. And all I had to do was just walk, just talk, just listen to God. And now all this stuff is coming into place, and I don't know why, but a big part of me hopes I am just batshit crazy, because that is better than what I am thinking. Better if I can just, hey, I'm just off my rocker a little bit. Tell me if that's what you think. Maybe that'll make me feel better. So, until I do, I have this burden on my shoulders that's saying, you got to talk about what you want to do. You got to talk about what you think is the best plan of attack. So, okay, get focused. Food, if we talked about that. Just get as much as you can. But just remember, at a certain point, you got to consider that you might have to leave where you are. So if you're just stocking up at home, that's why I'm thinking, you may have to leave. If the cities, they don't produce food, if the farms outside the cities and everywhere else, people are sick and whatever, and they can't, if you can't tend to a field, if you can't run a tractor, if you can't do those things because you're sick, you can't milk the cows, you can't. So, people are going to be leaving the cities fast, I think. And I just like getting the masks, and just like getting the defense stuff, and just, stocking up on the food, the water. I'm just like 2 steps ahead of this thing, and I don't know if it's going to be that way. I think the next step I have to take is getting ready for the next thing in my idea, in my head, or that's being told to me. It's like I took the other steps, and I'm happy I did. Because I went today, there's no masks, but I have them because I listened. I got a feeling that there's going to be a lot of stuff going missing, getting in real short supply. So, okay, shelter. I think a trailer to tow. Maybe if I can find some way to get, a truck, like a diesel excursion or something. That's what I would get. And I would get a trailer to tow behind my truck, and another trailer to tow behind the excursion, and start filling them up, getting ready, just for whatever. I don't want to speculate on what it may be used for, but just, I don't have to figure that out. That's what I keep coming back to. All I have to do is listen and do what I'm feeling, what I'm being told to do. And that's to get ready. So food, water, some kind of way to filter water, power, generators, need solar panels, need batteries, flashlights, lighters, propane is good, propane stoves, sanitizer, bleach, sprayers, water jugs, big water jugs, water totes. Communication, you need radios, close range handheld radios that we can communicate with each other. And we have a designated channel. We can talk to each other and make sure we're okay. And then a base station so that I can at least hear you, or you can hear me, or whoever's on it, so you can be getting the instructions, even if your radio is not strong enough to transmit. Maybe you can get the base station so we can talk to each other and hear what's going on. Or, just of course cell phones, having everybody's cell phones charged up. At the very least, yeah, just that. And if that doesn't work, then maybe you think about another way. If you're not willing to use the radio or get one or whatever, you come up with your own way of communicating. Maybe email, maybe landline or something, the Wi-Fi, or I don't know. You figure out your plan. My suggestion is get a radio. Get some way to charge it. If the power goes out. Food, water, shelter. Shelter. What are you going to do if you need to leave? You need to leave. And everywhere else is struggling just as bad as where you're leaving is struggling. There's just a lot more people struggling in that area. My instinct tells me you want to go. Even if the other place is struggling too, you want to go because there's less people there struggling. Now, if you can go there, and you don't have to go there with your dick in your hand because all you have is a little car and nothing. You can only fit so much stuff in a little car. That's why I'm thinking we need a fucking trailer. Sorry, I wish I could edit that, but I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna remember not to curse. Sorry. So, yeah, I think we try to figure that out. I try to figure that out to get that shelter somewhere if we go somewhere. And then, we get the little stuff also, the guns, ammo, food, water, lighters, gas, propane, stoves, flashlights, radios. You need good shoes, work shoes, gloves, tools, material, wire, zip ties, duct tape, knives, rope. It's scary because I've already gotten a lot of this stuff for other things and didn't know why I was doing it. I mean, I kind of had it in the back of my head, like, okay, well, yeah, I need tools because I want to build a treehouse, but, you know, it'd be great to have them if SHTF happens. And if it doesn't, okay, I got a bunch of stuff and I got to pay for it. If I'm right, I got a bunch of stuff that I'm gonna desperately need. And if I'm wrong, I gotta pay for a bunch of stuff that I'll probably find a use for anyway. So that's me reassuring myself, convincing myself that that's gonna be okay. Yeah, so where did I leave off? Shoes, good clothes that you can wear that are not, you know, you need t-shirts, underwear, socks, lots of socks, heavy, you know, good winter jacket, sweatshirts, warm clothes. Summer's coming, so, you know, good lightweight, strong pants, good button-up shirt that you can roll up, you know, I don't know, sleeping bags, tents, a welder would be nice. I think I said solar panels, batteries, charge controller, water pump, 12-volt water pump, water heater if you want to get fancy, ice box, like a freezer. Need power, more power because we're going to need the freezer. Medication, medical equipment, you know, medical supplies, books, education shit for the kids, stuff to keep us entertained, assets, gold, silver, whiskey, cigarettes, tobacco, medicine, masks, gloves, bleach. The sprayer is to spray the bleach on your, you know, your stuff, your clothes, or your car, you know, if you need to decontaminate something completely, you need 5% bleach, so we need more bleach. You're gonna dilute that with water. You need a gray water filter, so we can reuse that to spray it. Gray water is like sinks, not the toilet, that's black water. What else? Pain medicine, assets, stuff to trade. Whew, calm down. Okay. We just need to move as fast as we are moved to move, if that makes sense. If you are compelled to do it, then do it. If you're not, that's on you. But for me, I am definitely being compelled to do this. Okay. I don't know. Maybe that's the end. I'm trying to think of anything else I can think of that would make sense to talk about right now. think if we prepare for the short term and just do each thing that we can do to prepare, I mean, really commit to doing it, then I think we're going to know when we have to do the next thing. We have to make the next move. You're going to know, but you're going to be just right as far ahead as you need to be. And I guess I just have to believe that. Otherwise, why would I be getting told all this stuff? Just, oh God, just like days before. Oh God. Oh man. There's just too many things that are lining up. I can't. It's too many. Like Dad coming here. I've tried for so long. And he did, and now he's here. Abby's within driving distance. Mom's here. My wife is here. My kids are here. I mean, is that not odd? Is that not weird? I don't know. I mean, I think I know what to do if I'm right, but I don't know if I'm right. And I feel like I'm right. And, oh God, okay. I have walked this neighborhood like 1, 2, maybe 3 times already. So that's like 6 miles, maybe 5 or 6. And I feel like I have to do more. I have to take another lap, and there's something else I still need to say or figure out. So feel free to turn this off, and I'm just going to keep rambling and see if there's something else there that I have to do or figure out. What would you do if I'm right? And the economy is going to take a severe hit between the coronavirus and the stock market, like both being hammered at the same time. And then the coronavirus making the stock market crash, and then the stock market making the coronavirus harder to stop or figure out or fix, because there's this whole monetary cluster whatever going on. I don't know. Okay, I gotta stop now. I'm just rambling. I gotta figure out my own thoughts, and then I'll try again and see if anything comes to me. I'll let you know. So just let me know what you think.